Yes, yes, yes.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of cast iron?
Cast iron is there, no? They have to make it a little hard by heating. That is called annealing.
That is called what, ma'am?
No, and also they will give some sort of casting, coating like that in outside or inner side.
Okay.
That is
Because now
casting.
I'm trying to switch from non-stick to cast iron. So I have bought one cast iron
That
pan
is,
tawa.
for health wise, it is good only.
Yes, ma'am, that is why. Because this will last for a longer time. My non-stick pans also last for minimum 10 years at least. But
No,
still,
not,
it is not good, no, ma'am.
yes, yes. Teflon is there. Teflon is slowly, gradually it is corroded or eroded. It is coming along the food. Even I also wanted to shift. Suddenly I cannot do. And also getting good iron, cast iron thing is where we can get. That is another question.
Ma'am, whichever big companies are there, na, big brands, they'll be costly, but they will be nice. So we should not see the price when you're buying something which is going to sustain for a longer period, no, ma'am?
So you do one thing, all things will be recorded. Already it is streamlined. You call my mobile.
Okay.
Okay.
Iron is also this thing, no, ma'am. It's related to science, no. That's why I asked.
That is more than cooking. That and all they have discussed. And I see when they open the video, it comes like that, they will be upset. That's what I.
And we can view all these videos again.
We can see, we can hear. It is recorded, no?
It is recorded, but where can we see all these things again, ma'am, if we want to go through the class?
I will send you a link, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Because last class, when you were going little fast, I was not able to concentrate very fast in the ending.
That thing is, I wanted to finish that lesson within the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, I can suspend the time means surely I can take. But I wanted to make you those things which I have gone fast. It is not that much importance to give more explanation. Once you read, you can get it from the given explanation. That's what I went fast. If something very important to make you people to understand, I'll spend time like anything.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, in this assignment, there is this question. I was doing this question. 1 minute, ma'am. I'll just give you the question. Um, discuss about the types of rapid sand filters.
Now, whatever we are talking about, that they are all rapid sand filters.
Yes, ma'am. But when I was searching online, I did not open the book, ma'am. So it came gravity and pressure, but those are different. Gravity are rapid sand filter, I guess, and it came open sand filters and closed sand filters.
That also is there. We will see now, don't we?
Okay, because I was writing the answer, but I stopped because I was not getting clarity of what to write. And
in your book, actually, truly speaking, in your book, about all the lessons, the content is very good, but the way the flow is something very difficult, and sometimes some repetition will be there, but the content of the course is very, very good.
okay.
Even the rapid sand filter, whatever the information is available in this book, the same set of information nowhere you can get it.
Yes, ma'am. It's written under types: direct filter, diatomaceous, and valveless self-washing, and roughing filter. So we have to write these and not open and closed. Okay, ma'am.
Everything you'll write. What is there? But you choose the point and write it.
Okay. Now here it is specifically asking types of rapid sand filters, no, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
So obviously we'll give introduction about what are rapid sand filters, filtration, everything. And then after that we have to write the types, no, ma'am. That is why I had drawn that filtration and backwash process diagram, ma'am.
Yeah, this question also very important question.
But it's very difficult, ma'am. Not able to grasp things, ma'am.
Yeah, actually, I have given 10 points about each means. At least you can write 3-4 points about each excellent. You grasp that depends on you.
Yes, ma'am. We'll try to. I sent this on your phone, ma'am. See, which you couldn't see on the laptop screen sharing, no, ma'am.
Okay.
I send it on the WhatsApp.
This is for you people a little difficult because you got not get used to the new terms, no?
Yes, ma'am. It's very difficult. If we remember 1 to 2 technical words also, that is a lot for us because this whole subject is only very difficult for us, ma'am.
Actually, when compared to their present, this is little easy. This, I have seen many set of people, no? From their feedback only I told you.
Yes, ma'am. For us non-technical people, it's very difficult.
That is the point, you know. Even if degree physics, chemistry you would have studied, this paper would be easy for you. And
Yes,
also, if you could understand the concept. Now, you people know what is sedimentation, what is coagulation, what is flagellation, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you read first 4-5 lessons, it will be very easy for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever I'm taking class, I'm interlinked with the previous chapter and then only I'm carrying out, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, that's what I told you at the last class. Once the class over, you just have a half an hour look on the book. It is easy for you to study in future.
Yes, ma'am. And most of the questions will be asked from block 1, block 2, ma'am. And block 3 also, no? Solid waste disposal, sewage.
Yeah, up to 10, 12 chapters and the later one sludge digestion I will take. Those are all very important. Okay.
Okay.
I think
ma'am, I have a question. Ma'am,
yeah.
more than rapid sand filters, slow sand filters are more preferred, no, ma'am?
No. And the name itself, which could be more
rapid sand filters are more preferred because they do the work in a very
the class. When I have started talking about the filters, I told you this is more preferable. It is highly useful because which filters more quantity of water very fast.
Okay. Sorry. I actually, I told opposite question. Sorry.
Your Google mother not help you?
No. I wanted to ask the other way. I asked other way.
Okay. Yeah, this is more useful. But in the filtration duty, if you understand the concept, you can enjoy when I keep on explaining. Because each and every time, whatever you have studied in previous chapter will be interlinked. Because this is sequence of process now. One process, another process, there will be a link.
Yes, ma'am.
You would have read that, then you could have enjoyed in the class. Yeah, you only said, Nubia?
Yes, ma'am.
Rapid sand filters, Durgesh sent something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Actually, once I had the opportunity to design this rapid sand filter, but time was not permitting me to do. In like
process thing, ma'am, actual mein. In actual for factory purpose or industry purpose.
Yes. I for my own process in the lab, I thought of make this small rapid sand filter, but I didn't have time to make. I had an idea, but I couldn't perform it.
Ma'am, in this diagram, in exam, if we have to draw, we don't have to go into technicalities.
You can draw. Yes. You can give. This is a picture of a typical sand filter, rapid sand filter with the capacity of or filtration rate of 3,000 to 6,000 liter per hour per meter square. You have to write like that, people will be impressed. And the title itself, title rapid sand filter is there, no? Yes, there you have to write rapid sand filter hyphen at filtration rate of 3,000 to 6,000 liter per hour per meter square.
Okay.
Capacity or rate is there, no need to write capacity.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Actually, very good diagram. You sent something, na? I didn't receive it. Let me see it.
I send it on your WhatsApp, ma'am.
WhatsApp. Okay, let me see.
Here you couldn't see, no, ma'am. That's why I send it on
No,
WhatsApp also.
actually, I don't know. I don't know. Any setting mistake is there in my mobile. If I open some other window, no, the voice is stopped. Then you
Yes,
people
ma'am.
say, Madam is off, Madam voice is not hearing.
Yes,
So I mute.
today, ma'am, in the first half, you were very clear, ma'am.
Okay, okay. No, here signal is going and coming, and it is looking like that it's going to be rain.
Yes, ma'am. Here it's very sunny, ma'm.
Yeah.
Extremely hot.
It is like that only. It is looking. It gives some sort of irritation only. Rain means let it rain, but it is
Yesterday
cloudy.
it was very humid, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, it was so hot and humid. Now it's 33 degrees, ma'am. Temperature is.
Yeah. It is not much in Hyderabad. These are average temperature in Hyderabad. That's what this mobile company people are setting.
Acha, okay.
I am fighting with that people now.
So this is not the actual temperature.
No, no, actually, the problem is my husband's mobile temperature is keep on increasing. When I have given complaint to the company people, they are telling this is not the issue. When it is 45, 48 degrees centigrade, I could not touch the mobile at all. Still, they are saying that it is in Hyderabad, it is not at all an issue. I said, when you are measuring that mobile temperature, Hyderabad temperature is below 30 degree or around 30 degrees centigrade. Like that, I am fighting with them.
Okay. Ma'am, what is the connection between atmospheric temperature and mobile temperature?
Actually, atmospheric temperature, for example, if you take the place hill station, there will be a 15, 10 degrees centigrade. Normally in summer, Hyderabad temperature 48 degree, 45 degree, 43, 42 and all. So 5 degree extra means nothing will happen. They are telling, okay, when it is 40, 45, it is okay. When it is 43, 48, 7, 48, it is okay. When the temperature is 25, 28, 30, that time it is 45 means it is not okay, na? Whatever it means, the atmospheric temperature, that is the room temperature, that is the whatever the things, items are there, solid, gas, liquid, everything are at the same temperature. Only the water temperature could be 0.5, 0.2, 0.3 degree difference could be there, not more than that.
Yes, ma'am. But maybe your husband's phone has some glitch, ma'am. That is why it's overheating.
That's what I'm fighting. That's what I'm fighting with the people.
Yes, ma'am.
Slow sand filter, he explained a very nice diagram. If people take it. And even I also wanted to use it. He will clear it up once it's over, or it will be there. Durgesh, can you send these two diagrams to my email? Sorry, to my WhatsApp?
Okay, ma'am. These two diagrams, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah, yes, it will
Ma'am,
be.
what is this
Smudgek.
one smudgek or something like that? What is that, ma'am?
Actually, smudgek means it is a kind of thing they are making. You are making the filter bed, na? Filter material.
Okay, ma'am.
Bed is there.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, your voice is getting cut.
You people have using any sort of scrubber, foot scrubber? It is okay now?
Scrubber, yeah.
It's okay. Okay. Have you seen one foot scrubber, foam sort of foot scrubber? It is there available in the market. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, leave it. Didn't get an opportunity. Have you seen this alum? What we call a pellet? No.
Alum we have seen, ma'am.
Alum we have seen, ma'am.
Alum pellet have you seen? It is looking like a bar.
Pellet.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. How it looks? Is it very smooth, or it is little rough, or it is something like looking
smooth,
like a
ma'am. It's shiny also little and very smooth.
Okay. And another question I will ask you people. Have you seen that foot scrubber and one side brush will be there, another side foam?
Yes, ma'am. It's very
kind
coarse,
of concrete
ma'am.
thing will. Have you seen, all people have seen that? If you are not seeing, means in any supermarket you could see that. Okay, you see it. The backside concrete kind of thing, it looks like a foamy kind. By look itself, we can find out there is a porosity. Lot of pores are available, different sizes, not equal size. So the filter bed, not media, filter bed, that they, after packing of all the filter media, it makes something like a bed it looks. When you are pouring or passing or flowing the water on the bed, you understand? What
Yes.
will happen at the time?
It is porous, no, ma'am. So the impurities will settle at the bottom.
Wherever
First,
the depression is, it will collect the particles,
Yeah.
ma'am.
no, first what will happen? When the solid surface, that is solid surface, isn't it? Solid surface,
Yeah,
and
ma'am.
when initially starting the process, that is in dry condition. That
Yes,
time,
ma'am.
all the porous inside, there will be a gap. That gap is called void. Okay. In anything
Ma'am,
you,
what is this NTU, ma'am? Turbidity is
NT means
greater.
it is a unit of turbidity.
Oh, okay, okay. 10 NT. Okay.
Okay. Yes, into it is unit of turbidity. Well, catch my point when I'm explaining this smart.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, you take any that solid surface of filter bed. That filter bed get contain lot of void space inside. Void space means when you are packing something, here and there small gap will be there, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That space is called void space or void volume. They will say technically.
Yeah, ma'am.
Those void volume and all the pores are filled up with air. Any natural air circulation will be taken place wherever whatever the things are open. So
Yes, ma'am.
suddenly when you are passing or pouring water into the filter media, exactly what is happening, that whatever the air molecules are inside, that will be starting coming out. That's what small air bubbles will be there initially. You could imagine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have doubt, you take water, pour on the sand surface, how it forms, that only, nothing more than that.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? So when you are doing like this, first whatever the air molecules are inside, which will be going out. There will be a sufficient friction or interaction between the air and water.
Yeah, ma'am.
You got my point? Could you able to follow or not?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Then what is happening? Whatever the things I said, some of the, when you are making the filter bed, everything is pakka. There will not be any dust, nothing, because everything specifically, all the particle size, uniformity, specific gravity, depth, everything according to standard. When you are following, there will not be any dust. Until or otherwise, your water during the filtration process, which affect the filter bed and filter media, nothing will happen to the filter bed. Like that, the design is made. Even then, anything, if you packed with anything, there will be a void. That void, when it will be occupied with the air, that air will be removed by passing of water. There will be an interaction. We can say that is a small friction between that. Then the entire surface area, when it will still become the normal stage, that stage is called whatever the term they have mentioned. Is it clear? Not
No, ma'am.
actually, if you are pouring the water immediately, it will not come out from the bottom through the water filter.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
takes some time. Why it is taking time? Already the filter bed is occupied with the free air movement. Air will be there.
Yes,
When you
ma'am.
are passing the water when you enter into the filter bed, whatever the air molecules are there, that will be escaping from the bed.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is a kind of
Ma'am, this
reaction.
slow sand filter,
Uh,
I think it is not suitable for high turbidity. I think
yes.
it's water, because low turbidity, it may means what you told, it will settle. But high
No,
turbidity water means,
no, whatever filter I am talking about, the general filtration process, what is happening? Rapid
yeah,
sand
but
and slow sand.
okay. This is
Rapid
only
sand.
this will only effectively purify low turbidity water. No?
Yes, yes. That's what I told you. This is when I was talking about the rapid sun filter.
Yeah.
Third or fourth sentence, I said rapid sun filter is only effectively it can be used for large quantity of water filtration at the fastest rate, which will be useful for this kind of municipality, town, cities application. Slow sun filter, it is a kind of unit people can be used in the laboratory level only still. Even at domestic level also it cannot be used. Laboratory level they are making some solution. They wanted to separate without doing other process. Normal filters cannot be used like a sieves or your tea filter or something like that. And for this specialized filters like rabbit sand filter not be used because the quantity of filtrate will be very less. In that, people are making their own filter at the lab at the normal pressure that is operating to separate the solid and liquid by making during some chemical process or biological process. That is the kind of.
Can this be used as pre-filter and then after that rapid sand filter can be used?
Yeah, which depends upon the turbidity. Pre-filter, when we wanted to use, when the turbidity is more or TDS is more, you have to introduce the pre-filter. That means you can reduce the turbidity into the further processing. It will reduce the load of the turbidity, whatever the forthcoming process. Understand? Pre-filter is a kind of filter, reduce the load of turbidity in further processing. That's all. It depends chance and choices only. It is not compulsory. If you do a pre-filter, your filter will come for long. If you are not using, filter will go fast. That's all. Okay, when you are passing any filter, when you are taking it is occupied by air, when you are passing the water, that air particles or air molecules escaped from the bed, that is after escaping, there will be interaction between the water and air molecule. Then it makes something air bubbles, which is a minute air bubble, sometimes it cannot be experience. When it is escaping, which makes a small sort of friction between the surface of filter, water molecule and air bubbles. So that kind of viscous reaction which makes some sort of disturbance initially in the filter. There is a possibility to increase the volume or decrease the volume, or it is possible to damage the filter media, whatever it may be. But that is depending on this kind of reaction, which is depending on what is the concentration of turbidity of water. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
That is the term what he said. Okay, shall we start? What is
yes,
everyone join? Everyone join.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know. Not everyone know, ma'am. Only 6 people are there in this class.
Okay, we'll see for 2-3 minutes.
7 people.
We will wait
I think, ma'am, I think they forgot the user ID. This is different user ID, no, ma'am?
Okay, any one of you send just a message to them. This is the ID for this particular class,
because
please.
Suddenly they reduced to 20. We were 21. So suddenly 20 means I think they got confused then. They are not joining, I guess, for that reason. I'll just post them.
Yeah, message them. And if possible, yeah, group only it can be posted. Some people have joined and simply left the class, sir.
No, ma'am.
Who are all they?
Anita, Rai, Asha, Dalia, Durgesh, Fasiha, Bhargavi are there.
Fasiha, so many people I haven't seen at all.
Yes, ma'am. We also don't know many people, ma'am.
My God.
Though both batches are there, no, for that reason.
Yes.
First batch I also less people.
If they will make the rule, if you are not attending the class, we will put our hand on the practical spins, everyone will join. Here everything is in an arrogant way only. We have to do.
Practicals, everybody will come, man.
Huh?
Practicals.
classes everywhere.
No,
Everyone will
she's
come.
saying if we do not attend the normal classes.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Then they will have fear.
But it is very difficult, ma'am, if you're not attending these classes. If you see
Hmm.
the book blindly, no, we can't understand anything. It's very
Yes.
difficult.
That is-
I don't know
Okay.
how they will read now.
No, I will tell you. 4-5 years before, before the lockdown, 2-3 years
Yeah,
before lockdown, one set of students have come from some pharma industry. That too, they are working in the ETP, effluent
yeah, ma'am.
treatment plant. Okay, they have come 2-3 classes, and the first class is about what? That time I used to take water treatment only first. First class, source of water, distribution of water, characteristics of water, and treatment of water. One guy came, one day came. Ma'am, last week, next week onwards, I won't come. Why? I asked. Ma'am, we are doing advanced process, then whatever is there, then what is new thing is there for me to learn. These are all, it is
Yeah.
very basic for, no, I wanted to say. So, since it is PG course, the expectation from the people that you should be aware of all those things. But you people, some of them are not from the technical field, that's what they are struggling. So that kind of students also come, are there. Some engineers have come last 2-3 years. I asked, why are you doing this course? Simply, I wanted to know what is there in environmental science. Mechanical engineers, 2-3
But
chemical
this
engineers.
course covers a lot of things, ma'am. This course.
Yeah,
Actually,
which means like,
I'm already a M.Sc chemistry, ma'am. But I still wanted to. I have a lot of interest towards environmental science. So I
yeah,
again joined M.Sc environmental science.
okay. No, this gives overall idea about not
No, this
only
is very good
environment.
course, ma'am. Actually, I
And
wanted this kind of course since long back. I saw this course is good, so I thought I'll do this. This is good.
yeah, this is interdisciplinary, so all subject will be covered.
I think in future this course is going to be very valuable, ma'am. Means in coming days because everything is linked to environment now. Means
Yes,
Yes.
in future, I think it will be a very good prospect, ma'am.
yes. So shall we start or what? Still?
Yes, ma'am. We can start, ma'am.
We can
Okay,
start, ma'am.
fine. Okay, fine. Where we left, now we have to start up from according to the rate of filtration. What is meant by rate of filtration? I have mentioned this term. What is meant by rate of filtration?
The speed at which, ma'am, the particles get filtered.
Okay. Anything related to time, that is called rate.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
According to the time, it increases or decreases or stopped or proceed, whatever it may be. The action or effectiveness of the process depends on time, that is called rate. Growth rate, leading rate, or increasing rate, decreasing rate, death rate, birth rate, whatever it may be, everything is related to the time. So that is called. Here in filtration process, according to the time, how the filter quantity is changed or filter volume is changed, that is called rate of filtration. But specifically in your syllabus, the rate of filtration is how it is classify the type of reactor. There are two type of filters according to the rate of filtration. One is constant rate filters, another one is declinary filters. From the name itself, we can easily understand. In constant rate filters, according to the time or according to the process or volume, whatever it may be, the filtration quantity will not be changed. That is called constant rate filters.
What
Get
is?
it?
Can you spell it, ma'am? Constant.
Constant rate.
Constant rate. Okay.
Yes. You can open a PPT, only headings will be there. According to the heading,
Yeah,
I
ma'am.
will give an
Yeah.
explanation. Okay.
Okay.
Constant rate filters means which is nothing but when the filtration is taking place, that will not change in quantity. The either filtration quality, feed rate, whatever it may be, it will not change. It remains constant. That is called constant rate filters. But here we have to use some sort of flow control system to maintain the constant flow. How they are maintaining, how they are using the flow control system. So the control measure is in the form of throttling valve. which is tied up to the flow measuring differential pressure, or sometimes they are introducing water level devices. These are all the things they are introduced to control the rate at the inlet or outlet, wherever it may be. The flow can be maintained at the inlet, or the flow can be maintained at the outlet by make use of these three options. Then the flow will be constant at the filter bed. That is the concept they are following. Very simplest method of flow control is to easily distribute the water on the throughout the filter surface uniformly. That is also called constant flow filters. But when you are doing like this, what will happen? The water level will rises, and which compensate for the head loss built up in the filter bed. But when the water level reaches the maximum permissible level above the filter bed is supposed to be taken out for backwash, which means that a lot of clogged particle is blocked or clogged in the filter media, especially in porous pore, that has to be removed by backwashing. That is the kind of advice we have to understand the situation or condition of filter, especially in concentrate filters. When it is desired to maintain,
and how you will determine the rate, ma'am?
That we have introduced some devices now. One is throttling valves, which is tied up with the flow measuring devices according to the differential pressure one. And many water level devices are available in the market, which can control the rate of water at the inlet and outlet also. For example, you people would have got idea of your water level indicators. Water level indicators. In some of the house, if you are switching on the motor, the tank will be filled up.
Sensors, ma'am.
That is not a sensor. That is indicator.
Indicator.
Indicator is working based on the sensor principle. But we have to say that is water level indicators, not water sensor.
One ball will be there, ma'am. If pressure is there, that ball will
some of the case when the water level is gradually increasing by gravity movement, there the people are using ball. Those ball will be automatically shut off in the reverse side. Then water will be coming out from the reverse side, not on the positive direction. That is automatic principle. That does not require any sort of mechanical or electrical power. Understand? The thing which I am saying, that also can be used for, because water level indicator or water level devices are useful for like that same process only. In some of the things, pressure differential unit also being used as in the form of throttling valve, which is attached with the partial difference devices. The partial difference devices, once the pressure is increased, the level will be stopped like a ball. In water level indicator, the water is reached to certain level, specified level. The indicator will give the beam sound. Then you can understand, okay, the tank is filled up. Have you seen this kind of system anyway? Everywhere is hearing at a new thing. Okay, I will tell you, throughout the world, especially in main cities, especially this kind of big apartments and independent house, very big houses, people are using water level indicator when they are filling up their tank. Once the tank is reached to the specified level, some sound is coming from the either switched point or from the tank, which indicates the tank is required level is filled up. Then they can
this is throttling device.
Huh?
I shared one photo, ma'am. This is throttling device.
I couldn't get your point. Your voice is not audible.
I shared one photo, ma'am. This is throttling device, no, ma'am?
No, that is, I could not see. I will see that later. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, the things indicator which is based on working in the principle based on the sensor type, infrared sensor. It is not water sensor, because water everywhere there, then water everywhere it's there means it's giving sensing and giving response means it cannot be. The level is being reached to the required level for each and every tank. Up to what level it has to be filled up? We are filling up the water in tank, no?
Yes, ma'am.
When the water is started flowing out, 100%
when it reaches the top post part, ma'am.
No. That is actually in a pakka high pressure system, people fill it up only 75 to 80% is maximum. 70% is advisable.
Okay.
Okay, 75% of volume once reached, it will be alarming. In small, one house, they are having 1,000 liters, 2,000 liters of capacity. There will not be much pressure build up now if it is increased also. They may simply leave, okay, let it be later. Okay, once that record level is filled up, then the alarm will be alarming. So those kind of devices can be used in this kind of system to maintain the constant flow of water on the surface of filter. On the surface of filter, that is very important.
Ma'am, piezometer is there, no? That is only for groundwater, not for normal water. Piezometer,
And
that level in
what you are telling about the water level, I am telling about the flow of water.
Okay.
So water table, you can use that. So how much water is
Piezometer.
available, whether it will be increasing or it will be decreasing, those kind of information you can find out. I am saying you are filling up the water in some tank or container.
Yeah.
You are busy with something, you may forget to switch off the motor, then water will be wasted, current will be wasted, everything will be wasted. To avoid it, everywhere people are using water alarming system, that is in the form of water level indicators. The same thing could be achieved by partial pressure difference devices attached with a throttling device. So here these devices people are using to maintain the constant flow rate on the surface of filter. On the surface of filter, how the uniform level of water will be maintained at the top of the surface of filter. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then when it is desirable to maintain the constant water surface in the filter, make use of some filter or rate controller, then there must be provided at the suitable outlet. Either you can provide the same sort of things in outlet or inlet also, but suppose the thing is to be maintained desirable level always. Okay. Today is 70%, tomorrow is 78%, the day after tomorrow 8%, next day 50%. That is not. The desirable level supposed to be maintained either in inlet or either in outer, whatever it may be. And a simple control device consists of a float that somebody now, Durgesh, whatever you said, that ball, the float type also the same thing.
Yeah,
okay. Or sometimes people are using butterfly valve also can be used for the same thing. But this kind of valve can be attached at the outlet only, not in the inlet. Clear?
Yeah.
Declining rate filters. From the name itself, we can understand that here no need to control the rate on the filter surface. No need of any filter rate controller also, either it in the inlet or outlet. But here the water inlet is being placed just below the minimum water level during the filtration. And because of that, the head loss increases, then the filtration will also be decreases. Here what they meant to say, there is no requirement of any constant flow maintenance on the surface of filter. So we can understand that there is no need of flow controllers, but at the inlet, we have to maintain certain minimum water level, especially during the filtration process, which is avoiding the head loss increases. If it is increasing the head loss means, then we can understand that volume of filtration will be decreased, or the quality or quantity of filtration rate is decreases. Anyhow, the breakthrough of particles is less likely to the end of the compared to the this constant rate filters. So declining rate filters is good or constant rate filter is good? I'm asking you people only. Hello? Everyone is muted.
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. I'm asking you what is meant by constant rate filters, and another one is what is meant by decline rate filters.
Yes, ma'am.
Which one is better?
Constant, I guess, ma'am.
Constant. What is the problem of decline?
No controllers are used, ma'am, in it. Ma'am, control cannot be done.
Okay, because of that, what will be affected?
The flow of water.
Okay, the quantity
Declining
of filtration.
Declining rate will produce more water per filter run, ma'am. Means, it will produce more water.
Of course, that is also true. But now I will ask you one question. Now you assume that you just think about the Hyderabad population. Okay.
Yeah.
Hyderabad population, you X million you can think. You have to supply X plus 4 million tons of water every alternative day. From the concentrate filter, exactly you can quantify how many liters of water can be filtered it off over the time. That means per day or per hour, how many liters of water you can be filter it off. In decline water, still you can filter more volume of water. Can you exactly say how many liters of water could be filtered it off within an hour or within a day? Will it be meet that demand?
No, ma'am.
Will it meet your demand? That is the problem. But performance-wise, decline filter is better than a concentrate filter when the operation-wise, not in the filtration rate-wise. Why? Because when you are using this concentrate filter continuously, there is a problem of loss of particle from the filter media. The filter media may be affected soon. But in a decline rate filter, the loss of the particle
Ma'am,
from the filter.
the head loss will be more in concentrate filters, right?
Yes, yes.
And the head loss will decrease in this one.
Yes,
Declining rate,
decline
right?
rate.
Oh,
Yeah, because head loss is very important point to be considered in economic point of view of operation of filters.
okay, ma'am. So
Clear?
the media depth will be more in declining rate, right? Means, sorry, yeah.
Retaining is more in declining.
Ma'am, your voice is getting cut.
Particle development is fast. Once the head loss is there, the volume no.
Yeah. Ma'am, your voice is.
Loss is more.
Ma'am, can't understand. Can't hear you also.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, ma'am. मैडम आवाज आ रहा है मैडम का?
नहीं,
मुझे भी नहीं आ रहा है। आई थिंक मैडम का म्यूट हो गया है।
नहीं, मुझे I can't see ma'am only in this group. Did she log
मैम
out?
भी नहीं है सही है। मैम नहीं, मैम इज नॉट देयर।
Yeah, she came.
हाँ अभी she joined now.
Okay.
Ma'am, you got disconnected and again it came back.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you now.
You're audible, ma'am.
Yeah, totally. My this is disconnected. Again, I have logged in. Signal totally has gone and come.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah,
Somebody
ma'am.
is calling. Hello. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Now you could understand what is the process, what is head loss, what is the rate, how the system is working like that. Could you able to imagine it? No?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, okay, the next we will go. None of your voice is audible. It is what we can do. We can't do anything. We have to suffer means we have to suffer only.
Yes.
There are a lot of glitches.
It is irritating.
Some network issue is there. It is going to rain.
You people will write the strong mail to everyone. At least the next set onwards, they have to stop it. It is irritating for us also, irritating for you also. Everybody is spending time, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. According to the direction of flow, how the filters could be classified. There are 6 types of flow. One is downflow filters. Next one is upflow filters. Third one is biflow filters. Fourth one is radiant flow filters. And fifth one is declining velocity filters. Sixth one is multi-inlet, multi-outlet filters. Everything you can understand from the name itself, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you answer to me. What is meant by downflow filters?
Downflow filters means some. I think from
The
an
filtration is being done from.
elevated point, I think
Yeah.
the liquid is allowed to flow onto to the downward direction.
My God, you people, why are you complicating yourself like this? Downflow means just what you people are doing, defiltration. That's all it is called downflow. Okay, the conventional, whatever the filtration process you are doing at a home as a classical process, that is called downflow filters. Don't think much about it. How the flow is occurring in filter media from the top to bottom, that's all, isn't it?
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
My God. Okay, okay, you can think extraordinarily, but not this much extraordinary. Okay. The next one is upflow filters. Then the name itself, you could understand that.
In the opposite direction, ma'am.
Okay. How
From
the
down
flow
to
will
up.
be occurring?
From down to up, ma'am.
From bottom to top. From bottom to top, is it okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Upflow.
Okay, upflow system, how it works? Upflow system, how it works?
Ma'am,
Did I-
It
different
is
medias,
written,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Ma'am, to
Upward flow,
different
madam, due
medias.
to under pressure, it is upward flow.
Hello, madam.
It is
Ma'am,
written
Don't read,
in the book.
don't
ma'am, it
read out
passes
the
By and forth, ma'am.
No,
Explain it,
no.
no.
My
No,
question
no.
is, if you are reading from the book, then why should I explain?
I'm
Then you can
opposite to
read a.
gravity, no, ma'am.
Gravity.
Yes, that is the point you have to catch. Okay.
Yeah.
In downflow system, the flow will be there according to the natural gravity. No need to give anything extra. Normal flow, normal classical way, the flow will be occurring. Then the filtration is taking place. You can throw out the filtrate. You can take it whatever you want. In upflow system, did I explain about this the osmosis and reverse osmosis process at any time in your class?
Yes, ma'am, once.
Okay, what is osmosis? What is reverse osmosis? That day you said, ma'am, that day it's over. That's all. Now you are asking again, you tell. You make a note and you just have the habit of
Osmosis
reading.
means, ma'am, passing through a semi-permeable membrane, ma'am.
From where to where it goes.
Um, Can't get the terms, ma'am.
What is that?
You know the concept.
I know only in biological term, ma'am, from high concentration to low concentration. That's all.
Okay, that's all. No, that's all definition. Okay, when the things are moving through semi-permeable membrane from the low concentration to high concentration, it is not possible. From high concentration to low concentration,
High to low.
it is flowing. Okay, high to low. That means from high pressure area to low pressure area, the flow will be occurring naturally. So whatever the things can be absorbed or separated through the membrane, it will be done. This is osmosis, not reverse osmosis.
Yes.
Now I am asking the question, what is meant by reverse osmosis?
Opposite concentrations, ma'am.
Yeah, that means in terms of pressure you have to use. From the high pressure to low pressure, the flow will be occur naturally. From the low pressure area to high pressure area, if you wanted to push means you have to give extra pressure. When you are giving the extra pressure, then the flow will be occurring in the reverse media. That is called a reverse osmosis. Based on the same principle of osmosis, doing in a reverse flow, that is called reverse osmosis. Here we know what is meant by filtration. The flow of liquid and separation of liquid from the direction of downward, that is called filtration. In case sometime we wanted to do the reverse direction, you have to give the pressure in the opposite direction to push the flow over the filtration bed, which is passed through the coarse to fine media in the filtration bed. That is called upflow filters. Here, because the flow is from opposite direction, the entire filter depth could be used, so the head loss is zero sometime and sometimes it is very less. So the filter can be used for quite a longer time than the other type of filter. And also in this particular type, rate control and negative head loss is totally opposite. No need of rate controller, because when you are passing the liquid from the bottom to top, through the upward direction, the flow will be rise slowly over the bed, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So rate control for what for we are using, you maintain the surface of water equal level throughout the filtration process at the top. Here automatically gradually when it rises, gradually it is coming out through the outlet. So no need to use any sort of flow controller. If you are not using means there will not be much head loss. So the filter will be retained for quite a long time. And also sometimes this filter is act like a flagulator. What is meant by flagulator?
Which removes the clog, no, ma'am?
Yeah, which is the unit used to make the flog is called flagulator. And when the water is containing less than 200 NTU of turbidity, there is no separate unit required for flagellation. Both filtration and flagellation can be taken place in the same unit. Whatever it may be, sometimes there is a possibility of fluidization occur at the topmost layer. So there is a possibility of loss of material, sand particle at the top. So which leads the deterioration of the filtration quality and also filter media and filter bed. Did you understand what is meant by fluidization of the particle at the top layer?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, very fast people are responding. Very good. Okay. Actually, when you are passing the water through the filter media, some of the particle may start come out. If the pressure is or flow or velocity or any turbulence created in the media or in the bed, it loses the particle from the bed. Those particles, when it loses at the top, when you are passing the water continuously, those particles makes the fluidization at the top. That means the particle started gives turbulence at the top. Understood? Are you didn't understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes means understood or not understand?
Understood, ma'am.
Okay. Then what will happen? Because of this fluidization at the top layer, there will be a loss of sand or filter media, and which is leads to affect the filter rate quality and also economy and the filter bed. And to prevent all this problem which is associated with this upflow filters, the people are providing some a grid consisting parallel vertical plates, which is placed within the bed and slightly below the top of the media. So what will happen? Whatever the fluidization is happening, it will be happening here only. At the top of the layer of the fluid, the filter media, nothing will happen. So which will be maintaining the filter media for quite a long time. And this grid spacing between the top layer and the introducing this parallel vertical line plate is sometimes 500 to 500 times the size of the fine sand, then which will give the compact pressure for that fine media particle. So what it retains quite a long time. And also formation of the vertical arches of the sand, also minimize this fluidization of the sand at the top of the filter, and the rate of filtration can be around 15 to 30 meter cube per meter squared per hour. This is not a small capacity, it is very huge capacity. 15 to 30 meter cube of water means it is not small. How many liters, how many thousands of liters can you imagine? From 1 meter squared by 1 meter. 15 to 30 meter cube means how many liters?
30,000 to 50,000 liter.
Yes, very good. Who is answered?
And it will be in terms of gallons.
Naufal, madam.
Okay. Good. There's some new voice today I'm hearing, because repeatedly I'm hearing that a few people know. Suddenly your voice has come. That's what I asked. Okay. Understand, 15,000 to 30,000 liters of water per meter squared per hour means it is huge liters of water, isn't it? That could be achieved by make use of this upflow filter. This upflow filter is having less head loss property, head loss negativeness, and also it does not require any sort of flow control units, flow constant maintenance unit, and only the problem associated with this fluidization. That fluidization also can be minimized or reduced by introducing some parallel vertical plates on the just below the top layer of filter surface, so which give the compactness from the bottom and top, in between bottom and top layer of filter media, so which retain the filter media quite a long time from the fluidization. Did you understand?
Yes.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then shall we go for biflow filters? So now I'll ask you. You people now think and answer to me. What is meant by biflow?
Ma'am, upward flow will also be there, and down flow will also be there. Both the side, both flows will be there. 2 flows.
Anything else? Correct only. Then how the system will work?
One maybe inlet flow and the one more maybe backwash kind of thing.
No, the people are introducing such a system for running the continuous system. It is okay, fine. But they are saying that the biflow filter, during the filtration process, they are making the biflow system. How it could be possible?
You say, ma'am.
I have to say, okay. Actually, what is the use of this biflow filter? Actually, we have a normal downflow filter, no problem at all. But only the problem is we have to face a lot of head loss and the loss of bed. And frequently we have to regenerate and change the filter bed. And when we are considering all those factors, economic feasibility will go down. So we have to look after another option. So the people thought to use that upflow filters when we are using the continuous mode. In upflow filter, all the positiveness are there, high filtration rate it gives. There is no head loss. There is no requirement or other devices like flow controller devices or X, Y, Z, something like that. But the only problem associated with upflow is due to the flow, there is a possibility of producing or generating fluidization on the top layer of bed. When the fluidization is there, automatically the particle loss will be there. Particle in the sense filter media particle. If it is there, then filtration efficiency will be going down. Even then, which has the high efficiency of 15 to 30 meter cube per meter square of our capacity unit can be operated. But which has some problem to overcome that, the problem of fluidization, people are introducing the biflow system. How this biflow system is working? Here, the effluent collect pipe is placed in the upper layer of the sand bed and the filtration takes place simultaneously. Effluent collecting pipe means what? I have not told this term till now. Now you think and tell me, Effluent means what in filtration process?
Ma'am, the waste
The
materials.
the waste, ma'am. The
Waste.
Waste.
remaining,
Okay.
the remaining stuff
Any waste coming out of system.
coming out
Any
of the system. Yeah.
Okay. And you just imagine about the, suppose downward may there will not be anything is left over, we can assume. In upward may gradually when the level is increases over the bed, filtration is taking place, the clear water is coming out of the tap and you can collect the water. Where the effluent will be there in that process?
Ma'am, in the suspended particles.
Suspended particles. So
Where
moisture,
it is, where it is.
moisture, no? No moisture.
My moisture, you cannot, moisture it is a wetness. From that you cannot take out the effluent. Effluent it is something flow of wastewater. Effluent flow means flow of wastewater. Okay. You imagine and tell me. Where the effluent will come in that operation of this thing. I have told you a few minutes before. Okay. I may tell you. Actually, when the water is flowing from bottom to top, isn't it?
Yeah, ma'am.
When it flows through that, one day you try to do, but you cannot do. Any filtered media except a tea filter or what you can tea strainer, some other device you just use for the same process, even the cloth also. In one direction, you just do the filtration process. Another day, you just do them from the another direction. What will happen? So some of the pores will be clogged, that will be opened. It will not be closed. Actually, people used to advise before introducing this reverse osmosis system, some other water purifier people have introduced that is called Purit. We have to change some of the filter inside, which will be looking like a round color of column. Their activated carbon layer will be there. Still, that the system is there. That will be introduced by first Purit company. Would you remember? Which is something looking like a cylindrical dappa, plastic box. Inside one big
Yeah, ma'am.
color.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
used to use that.
Okay. In that, the top of the layer, they will use one cloth kind of thing. That is called muslin cloth. The muslin cloth has the capability to filter it of some micron size particle also. Micron is 10 to the power minus 6 only. That size particle also can be filtered it off through that cloth. But when we are using over the period of time continuously, if you are using, all the particle will be retained on the cloth. You have to wash the cloth frequently to cleaning. When you are washing the cloth, how you have to clean, they would have advised you when you are buying the Purit. You have to wash that cloth in a reverse direction. So whatever the particles are, we can say unwanted things are contaminated, will be removed by the water pressure from the reverse side. Why we have wanted to do that? We remove or to wash out or that contaminant from the muslin cloth or from the filter. That filter is really, really, really effective filter. You know, even that could remove all the turbid particles. Dissolved things cannot be removed, but undissolved things, even minute particle also can be filtered through. But at large scale, it is not possible. Only small scale it is possible. So now the people, why they have wanted to use it to remove the thing. Similarly, in a biflow system, when you are introducing the water from the bottom to top, when it is going gradually, what will happen? There is a possibility to soak of filter media by the water. Soaking may take place. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
When the soaking is taking place, that means the water became again turbid by solubilizing the media of water, solubilization of media with water. So that gives more turbid to the water, which is something like effluent. That effluent will affect the filtration efficiency. So wherever the layers which makes that kind of solubilization in media, from there you have to remove that effluent. Instead of passing that effluent from the top or middle layer to top layer, throughout the layer which carries that effluent to remove, because at the top layer what we are providing very fine particles of media. That particle will be very fine, the pore size is very fine, and they are using very hard material at the top. You observe whatever the filter media we have discussed, at the top they have provided either anthracite or polystyrene or some hard coal of crushed carbon. That only. Those are all very harder than the other material in other regions. So when it passes through at the top layer, nothing will happen. In the middle layer only, all this fluidization, effluent creation, everything will happen. So in the middle area itself, before it reaches to the top, you have to provide some of the system to collect the effluent from the filter media. That time, it won't stop the filtration process. Either the filtration process taking place below and above this effluent collecting pipe, then the efficiency of the filtration will be more. There will not be any fluidization is taking place by introducing this effluent collection pipe, which increase or which avoid the problem of upflow filtration bed. Clear? This is the way the biflow system is working. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Thank you. And also which have some of the things, some physical parameter like depth is this much, height is this much, that and all you please go through it. And which has the maximum operating capacity of 80 meter cube per meter square hour capacity we can design in this, make use of this particular model. And the fourth one is radial flow filters. What is meant by radial flow? When I was explaining about the generators, there are horizontal type, radial flow type, vertical flow type, and circular type, many type I said. So what is meant by radial flow? Even when I was explaining about particulate matter separation, radial flow I have explained there also. What is meant by radial flow?
Ma'am, it will come from all directions from a height.
For more height or reducing the height?
Sorry, ma'am.
No, you are making the circulation of water from all the direction.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
means which is increase the height or decrease the height of the bed? Correct only. Your answer is correct.
Okay. We read radial in drainage pattern, ma'am. That's why we know radial. This thing, it comes in all directions from a height to a lower ground, ma'am.
Okay. Correct only. Whatever you said is correct. Little more think.
We don't know much technicality.
Then from that, what it could be extended?
More height.
More height. When that flow is occurring from all the sides, which reduce the area or column of the filter.
Wow.
What? Who is that? They are interacting in the class or they are talking themselves?
Don't know, ma'am.
Okay, you please, you are, for example, now whatever we have spoken about the biflow, upflow, downflow. If the depth of the flow is more, means the filtration will be good. We can understand, no need to give any sort of explanation, isn't it? If the bed depth is more, the water flowing through the bed is more. So whatever the plug is there, it will be totally absorbed or removed or captured by that filter media. It comes out of the bed. The purity will be increased. Now you people are telling that in radial flow, the flow will be occurring from all the direction. In other flow, only one direction. In this flow, all the direction. If it happens in all the direction, the height of the bed supposed to be more or less?
More, ma'am.
More. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, because a lot of water will come now, ma'am, from different directions.
Hare, oh, you people are always thinking in a different manner. Yeah. That no one can imagine how you people are thinking. Okay.
We tried to think, ma'am.
Anyone else? Okay, try to think. We are not thinking.
No, we are thinking, but then we try to get to
Okay,
the
I'll
actual
leave.
answer, ma'am.
For example, you people have that sieve, na? Have you seen? Okay, you try. Okay, I'll give you some time. No problem.
What, ma'am?
Yeah, you think and tell me.
No, you can say, ma'am. This chapter is very bad,
What
ma'am.
was the question, ma'am?
What, sir? I could not hear your voice.
Can you repeat the question?
No, in a radial flow, the depth of the column is more or less?
It will be
Less, sir.
less.
Why it is less? Your answer is correct. I appreciate you. Why it is less?
Because the surface area is more, so the depth is.
That's all.
Yeah, ma'am.
Answer is that much only. Okay, that's what I told people.
It is a
When it is
passive flow.
upward, yeah, surface area we are providing more for that. So anyhow, the column depth. Why we are giving upward, downward, cross? If the column depth is more, we are getting good quality of water. The contact surface of sand surface, contact surface of filter media with water is more, so we will get more quality water. Here also the flow surface is area is more, means the depth must be less, because the flow is taking place radial flow throughout the surface of the surface area. So the depth will be less, the filtration must be more, capacity will be more, and also from all the side mean the impurity is removed continuously. There will not be any possibility to do the washing, back washing or front washing. Nothing will be taking place. Clear? So for example, what you people said, that also be Nubian, you say, what did you say? It is correct. Chemically treated water enter into the central hollow column. From there it is permeated radially. Then it is reaches to the peripheral of the tank. Then it will come out into the collection channel. So what will happen, which is covering only the surface area, there is no extra energy or pumping or maintenance, flow control system or backwashing, cleaning, any extra plates for removal of or stoppage of prevent of fluidization, nothing will involved in this particular system. So the operation is easy, the column depth is easy, everything easy. Only thing is when we are doing the continuous operation, it is quite giving good efficiency, but it is difficult to control. That is only the disadvantage of this particular type of filters. And the next one is decline velocity filters. Anyone can explain about it? Already we have seen decline velocity. Anyone can?
Maybe reducing the rate of the flow, madam.
Ma'am, when the water is flowing in reverse direction, when it starts, it's in high pressure, but then as it reaches the top level, the pressure decreases.
Somebody speaking or music?
What, ma'am?
No, I could not hear any one of your voice.
Ma'am, I was speaking now, ma'am.
It gives like a... Yeah, you are speaking only. Yeah, tell me.
What was I saying? Okay, ma'am,
Yeah.
when the water flow from the bottom is starting to go upwards, the pressure is high. As it starts to reach the surface, it becomes low, ma'am.
At the bottom, the pressure is more. At the top, it is less. Okay.
Top, it is less, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Because of?
Because of velocity, ma'am.
Because of decrease in flow, madam.
Yeah.
declining velocity means what? Declining velocity in the sense, what does it mean?
Ma'am, the whatever impurities are there, they start settling on each level, I guess, ma'am.
Okay. When the correct only. Actually, when we are doing this kind of filters, it suppose we have to provide little more surface area, and then in surface area, the flow supposed to be restricted by providing some sort of bend. So that's what here the trapezoidal container that people are using. Here the direction of flow is from the bottom to top. When we are providing like this, there is a possibility to remove the particle over the bed by the process of or combination of process of upflow and radial flow, even then when you are passing the water from the bottom to top. Because when you are introducing some sort of zigzag structure inside, which is reducing the pressure or flow as it is not like a direct flow, when we are doing like this, the water which behaves like a upward flow, so the velocity of water automatically reduces because the water is moving from top to bottom. When it is reduces means the whatever the suspended particle which get rid of the water easily through the bed, so it can be easily removed from the bed, nothing but by any washing or something. It is doing by automatical process only. So it is working with the concept of upflow and radial flow sort of filters. You know what is meant by upflow, you know what is meant by radial flow. The combination of these two things is happening in a non-uniform structure unit like a trapezoidal. When you are making the flow in such a system from the bottom to top, automatically which will be turned into upward direction flow. When it is happening, the flow velocity will be reduced. If the flow velocity will be reduced means the water moves slowly from the bottom to top through the bed slowly. So the filtration or separation of solid takes place better than the normal way. So which gives better efficiency than the other. Understood now?
Ma'am, can we say the velocity will not support, the transport of these particles, so they will be suspended and can be removed?
Actually, whatever it may be, the separation, filtration, sedimentation, the velocity should be less. If the velocity is more, there will be a turbulence. If the more turbulence is there, there will be a fluidization. If fluidization is there, there will be a loss of particles. And also, which decrease the filtration rate and the filtration quality. These are the sequential process. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
This
Then,
was better than biflow, ma'am.
yeah, something like that. Okay, can we go to the next type? That
Yes,
is multi-inlet and multi-outlet type. Here also people can easily understand from the name itself. People have introduced several inlet and several outlet are providing in the inlet and outlet, and they have provided in a parallel filter units, one over the other like that. They are providing in a parallel, not a vertical things. Parallel means one above the other. When each and every unit they have separate inlet, separate outlet, so it makes in such a way multi inlet and multi outlet system. Here very important thing is the sand bed which is supposed to have the uniformity coefficient of particular unit only 1.22 between the range of 0.45 and 0.6 millimeter size. The effective depth is supposed to be in the range of 0.2 to 0.3 meter cube. And also the location of the pipe, especially in outlet pipe, is supposed to be provided which are all corresponding to the inlet. It should not be somewhere else. Either it just above the inlet pipe, and therefore there will be a negative head loss, because it's just above the headlet means when the water flows, it will be retained on the bed for some time. Then the filtration is take place. Once the water level increases up to the outlet, automatically the water will be coming down, which reduces the pressure buildup in the media. So there will be a negative head loss. Negative head loss means there will not be any head loss at all. So head loss will not be occurring in this particular type. And sometime if it is develop also, when the system is working one above the other, So the pressure will not be maintained developed in such a system. It will be maintained. So whatever the mud balls are, that particles which comes out of the bed will be reduced. And the effective filtration takes in this particular type is 2 to 3 meter cube per meter square by hour, but the yield is higher per unit occupied area. That means in a meter cube, if you provide a 10 set of unit or 5 set of unit, which depends. And the total, they are saying that that is the range. But when we compare this with the upward upflow system, none of the system has higher efficiency than the upflow system. Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is the best. This multi-inlet, multi-outlet for supplying more water, it will be useful.
So they should use this only, no, ma'am?
Which one?
This multi-inlet, multi-outlet.
No, maintaining such a thing is quite difficult, no?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And also effective filtration rate is not even 10% of upflow, no?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Okay, and then why we have to choose it is complicated also.
Yes,
but this is one of the method.
Okay.
Okay, you can cook rice in vessel also, rice cooker also, and pressure cooker also, no? Whatever the method you want to adopt like that.
Yes, ma'am.
So according to the pressure, according to the pressure, either the filter can be operated under gravity or above the gravity pressure. Under gravity means all type of download for the flow type of filters are coming under this category of gravity type of filters. Only we have to talk about much on pressure filters. Can you tell how this pressure filter can work? In this filtration unit, don't generalize it.
Ma'am, I think the pressure is, I mean to say the water is passed under pressure.
Oh, no, ma'am.
Like what we have learned in upflow, like that.
You people have to think. Now only I told you a few seconds before, if you provide any pressure or force, it gives us some sort of turbulence. If the turbulence is there, which loses the sand particle or filter media particle, if it is coming means then fluidization will be there, or fluidization coming means particle loss will be there. Then the entire loss of bed will be occurring and the loss of filtration quality and quantity will go down, I said, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now we are talking about the pressure filter. Whatever the concept I have explained and whatever the topic I have mentioned, is it correlated or something different? Correlated only. So when all this sort of negativeness is there about the pressure application, but they have particular type of pressure filters, what is the use of it and what is the need of it?
It gives the high quality and high quality.
Pressure will help. Pressure filtration specifically helps in removal of suspended solids because pressure will be more, no?
Okay. Now I'll tell you, whatever the explanation I have given right from morning about the filter and filtration media, filter bed, filtration process, filtration rate and everything. Could you imagine how the filters are looking? It is something like a packed material will be there
Packed
in
material,
some sort of
some compressed something.
Yeah, in a
Ma'am,
compressed
there will be some inlet and outlets. Yes.
Outlet and
okay. So you could imagine like this. It is a kind of one container. In that container, the filter media will be packed at the middle of the container. The water may either goes from bottom to top or top to bottom. Through this filter bed, it goes through. And the clear water you be collected from the bottom or top based on the flow, opposite flow. And you can collect the water. If there is no turbidity, if there is no turbulence or fluidization, your water quality will be good and your filter bed is good. Okay. Now there is no requirement of any extra power or extra unit. In case somewhere some fluidization is occurring, that liquid is effluent is forming, means there you have to introduce some sort of small pipe to remove that effluent water from the bed. That is before it reaches to the top layer of the filter. You have to remove it in such a way the filter can be maintained for a quite a long time. That is the concept.
Ma'am, this is, I shared a photo, ma'am, just now on the screen. Can you see it, ma'am?
Now I'll see later. If I go through now, my mic will be off. Okay, I will see and definitely I reply to you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are talking about the pressure filters. Okay. Now still now we have spoken. No other extra instrument, extra device, no extra fittings, nothing we have given. Only water inlet, water outlet, filter bed and column. That's all. And for in only by-flow system, we are introducing effluent collect pipe. That's all. Nothing more than that we have introduced. But if you introduce this pressure filter, means we cannot simply give the pressure on the open type of filter, whatever we have discussed now. It's supposed to contain, supposed to have some specialized container to proceed this process. I'm correct or not?
Correct, madam.
Yeah, that is the point. Immediately people have to get it. If the system is working under the pressure, the water is flowing through the filter under the pressure only. Yes. So it is housed with some of the specialized container which may be made up of the unit, the device or material is supposed to withstand that high much pressure.
Correct.
Okay. And which is supposed to be compacted, otherwise it will lose the pressure.
Correct.
Ma'am, this pressure we are giving, ma'am, this pressure we are giving with the help of compressor.
Otherwise, how we can give?
Yeah.
Only water has to be pumped out. Otherwise, you have to use a hand pump like in the village
then
area.
How you will nullify the moisture, ma'am? We need to use dryers also.
What? I could not get your question at all.
Ma'am, if we are using compressor, okay, there will be moisture also, no, ma'am, coming out of it if you are giving pressure. So that moisture, how you should remove, ma'am, with the help of a dryer?
Moisture in what? Are you talking about the compressor? Are you talking about the filter bed?
Actually, the compressed air what you send in,
no, for this no need of compressed air. Here we are not pumping any fluid in the form of gas. You are pumping only water. So normal pump you can use.
Okay.
Normal water pump you can use, which gives pressure only, no?
Ma'am,
I got it.
Here, ma'am is talking about water pressure. Not
I got it.
For water pressure, why there is a need of compressor is a unit to compress the air or gas, not water.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, I got it.
Okay. For water, you give pressure through the pump only. You have to pump it out. When you are giving the pressure to the pump, it is bumping out into a particular container. That means what? You are supplying the water to the filter under pressure. So you cannot use normally. You have to have a specialized design on unit or container for carrying out this entire process. It is economic.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, economically it is not possible. So avoiding of this double pumping, because sometimes people are using coagulation, flagellation for that also, mixing and pumping when we are used in a huge large scale level. So there is a need of pump. Here there is a need of pump. In some of the operation, all these three processes they are conducting in a small or one devices with single pumping. But anyhow, the effectiveness of this particular thing is, it is not much suitable for very huge water supply like metro cities, but for small township like Panchayat Union or small district level supply, district headquarter, not for entire district, and also the small swimming pool water supply and aquarium, like that kind of system, it will be useful. Clear? And backwash cannot be directly absorbed in this, because already the water you are pumping under the pressure, it is very difficult to inspect and it is very, very difficult to observe what kind of process is taking place, whether it happen any fluidization or it happening any sort of this what is the turbulence, or which are losing any particles from the bed. Nothing could be observed from this process. Once the process is over, you have to switch off the system. After that only you could be observed. In rest of the system, during the process itself, you can be observed. Something goes wrong, immediately you can turn it off. But in this particular system, it cannot be done like that. Understood? So overall, it is advantage or disadvantage means for a commercial water or domestic water supply or municipal water supply system, this is not advisable to supply. But if you are pumping the water from the channel to the filter through the intermediate, it can be applicable. Direct pressure filters not applicable for filtration process, which affect both the filter media and the filtration process. So it is not advisable to follow. Understand?
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is the time?
2-1, ma'am.
2-1.
Can we start continue in the next class?
Yes, ma'am. Today we can't study more.
Okay.
Information and knowledge.
Actually, whatever your book is there, whatever I said, only 30-40% information will be there in our book. The rest of the thing from my own experience.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tell me, any doubt? Have you sent that photograph to my WhatsApp or to the group?
Yeah, I sent you, ma'am. Just now.
Okay.
Fan filters and
okay, you please be online. Let me check and tell you. What is that? Some people are not at all making noise. They just join and left.
No, ma'am. Only 6 people are there, and we all are speaking, except for Dalia. Everybody is speaking, ma'am.
Durgesh, is it a pressure filter you have given?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, then each and every channel, but it is quite, you could observe the column inside. There is a little turbidity is there.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This are there, ma'am? This numbering.
Channel.
This is channel, no? The first channel is connected to some compressor type something, ma'am.
Actually, from the pump, it is water pumping. It is being channelized. If water place it go means it will be more pressure, no, that to reduce it.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
So these are all these are multi filters, ma'am. There are different kinds of channels, no?
What question? I could not get your question.
Ma'am, what is the second channel, ma'am? The different
what
channels,
is the second channel? Second channel gives an idea about how the process is taking place. It is a sensor related.
Okay.
First channel which is giving the outlet, not inlet. Okay. Third channel and fourth channel which gives an idea about how the pressure would be. Fifth channel is a pump, and sixth channel is a pump, and the fifth channel is a pressure reducer, and it is pumping into the top of the container. Understood?
Ma'am, if we in the exam, can we draw this, ma'am?
Yeah, you draw and explain it properly. Otherwise, no one can understand.
Okay.
You understand whatever the pressure you are giving from the pump, from the fifth channel, it will be reduced. And there is a limitation to pump the water at that particular pressure only to the bed. That will be channelized by 3 and 4. And all this monitored by second channel. The outlet is first channel.
Oh. It is from downward.
Okay.
Ma'am, whatever the filters you have told,
yes, sir.
Everything is a classical basic filters. No, ma'am. Currently, the filters which is used by the industries and all now, like pressure sand filter, activated carbon filter, ultrafiltration, reverse osmosis, and all. These are all comes under whether the advanced one.
You have asked a very nice question, sir. For example, now you come to the point of activated carbon. What is that?
That is, we
Okay.
are using activated carbon as a filter media for
That what is that? What
Sorry,
is
madam.
that filter media
Purple.
of some packed material?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
madam.
the packed material is made up of coarse grounded charcoal material that is in the form of activated carbon.
Correct. Correct, ma'am.
With what we have discussed about that, some of the bed material and activated, all are both the same only, no? With that
Yes,
is also giving rapid sand flow rate. Whatever we have discussed also giving rapid sand. Actually, before introducing this kind of reverse osmosis system, before that, whatever the water filter system, we have everything based on this slow sand filter concept only, na?
Yes, yes, madam. Yes,
They
correct.
have the filter media packed with 2, 3, 4 material, and they make like a solid sort of one filter pack or filter column. They have introduced. Through that, the filtration is taking place either radial flow or that upward or downward flow.
Yes, madam.
That's
Correct.
what happened.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
the modern technology introduced for removal of solids through osmosis, then undergo all the normal filtration process only.
Yes,
This
yes.
reverse osmosis is only the extra fitting. Now for the marketing strategy, people are introducing ultrafiltration, UV, this, that and all. UV is good, I agree. And other things are similar like a normal classical filtration technique only.
Yes, ma'am.
They are using different filter media compactness, that media material, they have used a different proportion, different combination or different mixture.
Yes,
But
yes.
the classical theory of uniformity, thickness, specific criteria, everything everywhere universally standard.
Okay.
Okay, that will not be standard. In theory of filtration, you can study what are the things to be considered, what are the things to be avoided. Everything will be there. I'll explain in next class.
Yes, madam. Sure, madam.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Okay,
when is the
thank
next class, ma'am? Ma'am,
Huh?
when is the next class, ma'am? Next class, ma'am?
Coming next Saturday also, I have some other commitment. I will take
Okay, ma'am.
next Sunday.
Sunday only.
But
Okay,
after that, 1 week continuous all the day, every day evening, I thought of take one on a class.
Ma'am, we are having
Okay.
practicals from when, ma'am? Ma'am, practicals, when do we have, ma'am?
Ma'am is not there. Gone.
No, she is there.
Last
अच्छा,
connection.
ma'am is there.
Hello.
Lost connection.
We will have practicals after 15th of April. Hello.
Ma'am, it's not declared yet, no, ma'am, dates?
Not yet be declared.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks to every one of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Any
madam.
questions? Okay, thank you. Any questions? Any doubt? Any clarifications? I'll give you 2 more time to finish it off. Nothing means I'll terminate. Okay, thanks to every one of you.
Thank you. Thank you.